So in the shop today, got my E90 3 series up on the 2-post, and I'm actually working on swapping to pre-LCI rear hubs. This is actually a 09, so it's an LCI, but you get more tire clearance if you go pre-LCI, so it's working on the rear end there. But I was checking the front wheel bearings for some play, and I noticed there's I don't know if you can pick this up on camera. I'm just tugging on the wheel here, and there's like some definite slop to the wheel. You can hear it. And upon closer inspection, this car has an entirely new front suspension and rear suspension, but the I swapped to 034 density M3 control arms. So you got this unit here, and you got the rear control arm here. Let me see if I can pick this up on camera. When I'm tugging on one of the front wheel here, you can see this abnormal movement on this guy right here. This bushing is like bad. These arms probably have, less than 1,000 miles on them. The M3 arms were purchased from ECS Tuning, but they're made by 034. They had decent reviews on them, but there's definitely been some type of strange clunking noise coming from the front end on this thing. It's been driving me nuts. Anyways, just thought I'd share. I'm getting those particular arms are getting swapped out with OEM versions, so we'll see if that fixes it. So back at this, so I got the lower ball joint off of this arm undone from the knuckle, and just wanted to show you. This ball joint is still good. It's nice and tight. No issues. I doubt there was any sound coming from that. We're back up at this thing. See if I can pick this up on the mic. Can you hear that? That's me just tugging on it. That's making a knocking sound. I'm guessing that's not normal. The bolt was torqued to spec. It's tight. There's no movement of this like on the actual bolt. It is snug in the subframe. There is a knocking sound coming from this, and it's the same exact deal on the other side as well. Both of them have failed at the same exact location. There's something wrong with this 034 design, if I had to guess, or maybe this is just a bad batch. I've used a ton of their stuff on my B5. This is like a highly modified B5 S4 over here, and a lot of their stuff is awesome. I have no issues on this car with any of the 034 parts, but this particular one for the E90 BMWs, I don't know, maybe there's a problem with it. I can't remember if these were like made in China or something. Not to say all Chinese parts are junk, but definitely got some quality control issues going on with these. Yeah, but that's just thought I'd post my observations here. So I went ahead and installed brand new OEM wishbones, and I just took the time to dissect these 034 density wishbones on the spherical end of it, and there is absolutely no wear on the actual steel ball. There's some like rub marks here, but that's just superficial. Like, you can't even feel that, like when you feel it with your fingers. There's really no wear at all on the actual steel ball. But when you go ahead and look at the construction on the aluminum side, on the cage, you can see how this is put together. This is the actual aluminum body, and here's, I think, what this is, like a steel piece that's pressed in, and here's the nylon portion where the ball lives on top of. On this side, I don't know if you can make it out on camera, there's this center part right here. It's clearly defined where there's like a little pocket for like the grease to stay inside of, stay lubricated. And then that looks kind of normal. When you go over to this other half, it's not as defined. It's actually worn away. It's rubbed away. So this, I don't know what this is made out of, is Delrin or nylon, but it's completely worn out at like less than 500 miles of use, which was creating some weird knocking and popping sounds coming from the front end of this vehicle. It was like driving me crazy. I was trying, I threw on a whole bunch of different components all at once, and I was thinking it could be this, could be that, could be the struts, sway bar links, whatever. All that stuff was good. It was this bullshit right here. And I went ahead and just took the time and money to do it all over again. And now we got actual OEM M branded wishbones on there, and it's solid. There's no, I can tug on the wheel, and there is zero knocking sound, zero play. The whole suspension just feels tight completely. I mean, will the OEMs last? I sure hope so. I mean, they were $200 a side, so but if it lasts, it's worth it. I mean, not having to go through this process again. But anyways, just thought I'd share this information. Your mileage may vary. Maybe this is just a bad batch from 034. Just thought I would post my findings. See you, YouTube.